too many papers. Okay. So here's the. Can you negate this? All right. All students cheated on the test. What's the opposite of that? Right. So that's the only way to negate it. Really. That's the best way to negate it. At least one didn't. And most people put at least one student cheated on the test. That's not negating it. So so you guys, okay, I think Haven, you might have been the only one that got it right. I don't think very many people got it right. Haven. I think so. Okay. But everybody got this one right, which is good. And most everybody got this one right. So I don't need to show test questions because Nicole hasn't taken the test yet. Okay. You ready? You ready for this? All right. If we take two simple statements, two nice and simple statements, and combine them, are called compound statements. Now, remember we're doing 3 lessons over this. That's it. One for last test, one for this test, one for next test. And then for the 4th test we'll just review all 3 of those. There are whole courses that will be built on logic. Okay, so we're only just gonna show you the door. That's it. Words called connectives. I'm sorry, connectives are used to join them. Okay, so words like and, or, if and only that, if and only if and only if, then, all those types of little things, and there they are. Okay, and what we're going to do is only look at a couple of these, which is nice because they do get a little confusing. Okay, so here it is. It is after 5 p.m. That's a statement. They are working. That's a statement. And so we can write it is after 5 p.m. and they are working. Okay? But how are we going to do that? We don't want to. Hold on a second. Wait. We need a symbol for that. Okay. So we need a symbol for the word and. Okay, so I'm going to write this. So letter A, I'm writing it is after 5 p.m. That's P. And they are working. That's Q. So I'm going to write P and Q. However, I don't want to write the word and, so I'm going to write P and Q. So that little symbol, that caret, is the word and. Piece of cake, right? Okay. Did we tell you the symbol for not? Yeah, we did. Isn't that little tilde is not? So part B here, after 5 p.m., P, and they are not working, not Q. Did we show you that symbol? The not Q? Okay. All right. For the most part in this class, I will use the word and, but you can also use but, yet, or nevertheless. You might see those in your homework. I don't know, but they just mean mean the same thing as and. It means I did the homework 3 years ago and I haven't done it since. So I can't remember. Do you want me to do homework again? Do you think it's time for me to do the homework again? I'll do it. Haley, you want to share that with the class?
She's sharing with the class, the only one in the class.
Okay, ready? sometimes the word and is not a connective or a conjunction. So there's a little quote from Gandhi. But that's not we would not do that. Okay, so and. That is that little symbol. Okay? Now let's go to or. Or. Okay. If I tell you I visited London or Paris, in your mind, did I visit both? Uh-huh. I told you, hey, what did you do this summer? Oh, I visited London or Paris.
I was thinking you were going to different places because you said or. I know, but I know that, but he said.
Could I have gone to both places and still be telling the truth?
Yes.
No, Paris is in France. London's in England.
Okay, well, then no.
So you're thinking no. Okay, that's how Americans think.
Wait. Or why would we just say England?
Right, that's what we think.
We're getting it.
That's what we're thinking.
Haven, stop.
Okay, so there's all right. Now in logic, or is inclusive. So or could mean that I went to both of those. Now if I went to neither of those, I'd be lying to you, right? But if I went to both of those places and I used the word or, I did not lie to you. Now, my probability professor in college was going through a divorce. And a very ugly divorce. And they were fighting a lot. And the thing was, if this happens or this happens, then he gets the money. If this happens or this happens, he gets the money. They both happened. She got the money. He was very mad at the judge because the judge did not understand the word or is supposed to be inclusive. Okay. So there's our little thing. It's inclusive, includes both. All right. The bill receives majority approval. The bill becomes a law. So how are we going to write bill receives a majority approval? That's P or Q, right? However, we don't want to write the word or, so what are we going to do? We're going to take the and symbol and flip it upside down. Okay? Now I have no problem understanding the upside down V as and, because it looks like the first letter and. Now the or, I don't know. A V, whatever. Okay, so here's the next one. The bill receives majority approval, P, or the bill does not become a law. There's a better statement. Oh, I don't know these next two vocabulary words. Okay, so the next one is the if-then statement. If this happens, then that happens. Okay, so here we go. All poets are writers. So that means all the poets are inside the writers. So there are no poets that are not writers. That's another way of saying that. So then we say, if a person is a poet, then they are a writer. So you see the two statements. A person is a poet, they are a writer. If, then. Okay. If P, then Q. We need a symbol for that. So the symbol that we use is an arrow. So we would go P, arrow, Q. If P, then Q. I'm going to have to get the book out for this. Vocabulary words that I don't use. Conjunction and disjunction might be the answers to this. Are we in 3-2? 3-2, right? Hush. Anybody buy a book?
What?
Yeah. Oh, no, I was wrong. The antecedent, ready? This antecedent, I don't know, spell it C-E-D-E-N-T. And the statement after the arrow is called the consequent. There's two words we will never use again. Say Wednesday, we'll meet again Friday. Okay. Antecedent, consequent, no big deal. We don't use those words, but you might see them in your homework. I don't think you will, but you might. Okay, so a person is a father, a person is a male. Okay? Can we write, if a person is a father, P, then that person is a male. Now, of course, with your world, that might change. My old people rule, that doesn't change. But you guys are redefining the world, so redefine it as much as you want. It's y'all. It's your generation.
Just because it's my generation don't mean it's...
Well, you're going to be the ones in charge making the rules and stuff, so it's going to be y'all.
Your generation
I'll be in the...
is gonna screw everything up.
Did we?
Yeah. Why do you think people are like this? Because y'all are real softies.
That's true. We're a bunch of cupcakes. Snowflakes.
Well, people raised our generation thinking they could do whatever.
All right, ready? Right B. Right B. Go. Go. Right B. Haven. Go. Right B. Look back on the previous page to see what
Can I just write
Okay, then.
what you write.
P, arrow, Q.
That's what we wrote in the last one.
that is right in the next one?
No. What's the first phrase?
If a person is male.
Okay, look at the previous page at the bottom.
If a person is a Q, arrow. Two different pages.
Yeah, I know. Okay. If a person is not male, then that person's not a father.
That would be,
Now, you did some if-then statements back in geometry with Custer. And there's some really great stuff about if-then statements, which we probably won't get to, but you might want to look at them. All right. Sometimes they don't use the word then. So if a person is a father, that person is a male. That's an if-then statement that didn't use the word then. And there's all kinds of ways to write if-then. I will almost always write if-then. It's just easier. And this is a beginner class here. So you can do Q if P. This is the one that you will see, and I think it's not, might be on the file. Well, Q if P, where the word if comes in the middle. So write this one right there. Write the second one. A person is a male if that person is a father. Do the second one down.
I was on the chalkboard.
Can we write that one? The antecedent, the first part, is what comes after the if. So this is P arrow Q. It is restated in a different way. So be careful for where that word if shows up. It could show up in the middle. You can use the word sufficient, necessary, only if, and you can use only if a person is a male, is that person a father. So there's different ways you can write these sentences. Okay, now there's one more. So we got and, we got or, we got if then, and then we have if and only if. All right. And basically, is if you take the antecedent and consequent and switch them, it's still a true statement. So if this is true, and you switch them in an if then, and it's still true, it's an if and only if. So it's kind of weird. Okay? So if a person is an unmarried male, then that person is a bachelor. If a person is a bachelor, then that person is an unmarried male. Those are exactly the same sentence, right? They're just reversed, and they both are true. Correct? Okay. We combine them into one something something, and we do this with this symbol. Okay, so if and only if would be that double arrow. Let me see what we combine them into one. What do you think? Compound sentence? Compound? I have no idea. The only thing I can find out is biconditional statement. Okay. Now here's some of the fun parts. Oh, we're not there yet. Okay, ready? You can also say that if and only if can be abbreviated IFF. You might see IFF, if and only if. All right. So here we go. The word set has 464 meanings. I don't know if you knew that or not, but SET has a lot of meanings in this world. Okay. So P is the word is set. Q is the word has 464 meanings. All right. So here we go. The word is set. P. If and only if the word has 464 meanings. P. Double arrow Q. Can you do the next one? What you got? I think it's actually squiggly Q, double arrow squiggly P. And they're basically the same thing, right? Because the double arrow doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter which one you put first. I don't think. Let's see if you, in your homework, I'll do this homework, make sure. But I don't think it matters. Okay, so here's another way that you might see it. They'll use the word necessary and sufficient, but I don't think that's in your homework. I really do not remember. I think I would have remembered that because that's kind of weird vocabulary. Okay, now, ready? What if you did this? What if you had P and Q? Okay? Say we had P and Q. But we wanted to negate this. Okay? So we would go negate P and Q. And you would put parentheses and you're going to gain the whole thing. Now the question is, and we're going to find out later, does that equal negative P and negative Q? This is a question mark. Can you distribute a negative sign? A negation sign? Sorry, algebra came flooding back. Sorry. Can you distribute a negation? We won't find that out till test 3. Okay? Alright. P and Q. So this is how we're going to do this. She is wealthy. She is happy. Okay? Let's see if we can negate these. So inside is she is wealthy and she is happy. Correct? But we want to negate that. So we're going to say it is not true that she is happy and she is, oops, that should have been wealthy. Wealthy and she is happy. What? See, it is not true that she is wealthy and she is happy. Okay? Okay, so this is how you negate. If you have an and statement, you negate it with the phrase, it is not true. Okay? Then you can do the parentheses, what's in parentheses. Okay, so this is a little bit different on B. How do I write B? Negate P, which says she is not happy and no, P is wealthy. Sorry, wealthy. And she is happy. All right, and the C, it is not true. That she is wealthy or she is happy. So think of that one for just a second. It is not true that she is wealthy or she is happy. So can she be happy? If she's happy, then this would be false. Can she be wealthy? No. Can she be both wealthy and happy? No. Not with the inclusive or. So the only way that this is true is that she's not wealthy and she's not happy. Okay.
So there's not.
So that
It's literally like English.
it's very, very Englishy.
It's like when you say, I'm doing this or that.
Yes. Probably.
And it's English.
All right. You ready for some harder ones? You ready? All right. So here we go. These are the most on my test. These are the most missed on the final.
Maybe you should explain that.
Maybe you should do your homework.
Well, if you're not teaching it.
All right, ready? So here's our 3 statements. All right, and we want to do this statement. We want to write it out. So how would you say that? It's an if-then statement, right? So we need to put all this after the if before the. So if a student studies and P, a student misses lecture, right? And then this comma This is really important. That comma says stop the if statement. So if, stop it. Then I'm going to use the word then. Then, a student does not fail. Now, if a student stays and a student misses lecture, then that student does not fail. Now that could be a true or false statement, correct? Is it? We don't know. We'll worry about that next time. Everybody get that? Now you see this next one. Look, the if part is small, and then we have to do this. Whoa. No. The if part, ooh. This is separated here. So the if is going to go right before that one. Ready? So Q says a student studies and if a student does not miss a lecture, comma, then a student does not fail. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. And the hard part, guys, is going from a sentence back into symbolic language.
Why are those so like,
They don't seem hard until you're all by yourself trying to do this. Do you want to pull up some homework and we look at it? We got 10 minutes. Yes? Have you started your homework? Have you done your homework from previous lessons?
I've got more done tonight. That's it.
Okay.
I'm slowly getting there.
Oh wait, we got we got examples here, do we? Nope, that's next. Okay, let me pull up some examples. We'll work on them, and we'll stop for that today.